Hi, now I would like to look at page 71, and we're going to find the volume of the spheres, or the sphere. We're going to do one of them. And so, again, go back to your page 68 where you have the formulas, and then yours will already be labeled. And you're going to copy your formula, and then that is what you are going to put right there. And then we can fill it in. So again, I think this is one of the more difficult ones to deal with. So we have volume equals, and then we have our 4/3. We know that pi is 3.14, and then we know that the radius is 4. So that's going to be 4 times 4 times 4. Now, here's how I like to look at this. Because it has this fraction of 4/3, instead of looking at it like this, I like to look at it like this, where it's volume equals 4 times 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 4. That's a lot of 4s. And then thinking of the whole thing, then dividing your answer by 3. That's how I like to look at it. This works because if you think of these as fractions, it'd be 3.14 over 1, 4 over 1, 4 over 1, 4 over 1. So you would be multiplying your numerators first, so 4 times 3.14 times all of those 4s. And then your denominators would be 3 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. And so this is the way I like to look at it. So then that way when I type it into my calculator, it is 4 times 3.14 times the radius square or cubed, so that's 3 of them. And then you're going to take your answer and divide it by 3. You get 267.95 because you're going to round it. So B equals 267.95. And that is how you do it. And then you will label your answer. It is in volume. And so it's going to be inches cubed. Okay. So like I said, I think this is the hardest one because it has that 4/3. And so especially if you struggle with like understanding how fractions work, this one may be the hardest one for you to come up with. But please come ask me for help if you need help. Okay. On this one down here, this is the pyramid. And so if we look back at the page with our formulas, the volume of the pyramid was 1/3 area of the base times the height. So that's going to be what I put here. And then from here, the volume is going to equal 1/3, and then I'm going to use parentheses. So this big B means the area of the base. So you need to look at the side, like at the base. So this is a rectangle that's 16 by 7. And so to find the area of a rectangle, you multiply. And then the height of the figure is 19. Now I want to take a moment to talk about this because this area of the base, if this were a triangle, it would be 1/2 base times height. If this were a circle, it would look a lot like a cone, and it would be pi r squared is what you would put in here. So whatever the area formula is for the base, that's what goes in parentheses. So from here, again, you're going to multiply. I'm going to leave that 1/3 alone, and I'll do 16 times 7 times 19. And then after I do all of that, that's when I'm going to divide it by 3, and I'll get 709.3 repeating. And then to label it, it'll be feet in its volume, so it needs to be cubed. And that's how you do the pyramid. So the hard part about this one is the area of the base. You have to look at what shape the base is to decide what the area of that is.